sewing my ends. So yeah, got 2 more rounds after this one of the pink to do. And then I'm on the black. Better turn this one down because I can hear it. I don't want to hear it because then it echoes. So, yep, getting close to the end of the pink and then we should be right. So, just sewing the ends now, then that way I don't have to worry about those ones. Only be when I need to do the black and take over the pink. So, I have a container here to put them in to use if I make something else. I can use the strands of yarn to, use the stuffing with my other stuffing as well. So I probably should have been keeping it a long time ago because I didn't and I am now. So round 4 of the pink, 2 more rounds after this one. Just started round 4. So just started round 4. Now I'll do, then I just have 2 more and I'm doing the black. I know when I was doing this white, I only had about an inch to go to make it 42, but I wanted to finish off with the neon pink. So that's what I wanted to do. So now that's what I'm doing. So, and then I can write on my bit of paper because I got on here to how many, it says 42-inch granny square blanket, which is what I'm doing. So the main color is 6 round. That's main color 1 6 round, main color 2 6 rounds. If I decide to do 2 shades, the contrast color, which is the white, 4 rounds, and then 2 rounds is the black. But I'll need to write down exactly how many blocks of each color. So how many blocks is the main color 1, which will be the same for the main color 2, and how many blocks of the contrast color. So I can do that once this is done, because then that way I can get it rewrite it out, and then I'll go to the library and have it typed up. So then that way I've got it. So, and then that way I got it in. I can put it in my book where the rest of my stuff is in. In my book here where I've got the rest of my patterns. So it can go into there, but I've need to do this first and then I'll do that one. So I'm not worried about the border frame, how many blocks, because it's only just going to be 2 rounds. But everything else is going to be I'll just write it next to it. It says 6 rounds for the main color 1, and I'll just put beside it how many blocks, and then that way it can be redone next time I'm at the library. So, and I'll see if Lara will type it up for me and then print it off. So in that way I have it. Now I can put it in my folder then. And I'll write it out properly again, so then that way it's properly written out. But I'm not going. I'll do it once, later. That is one thing I will do later. And hello to all the lurkers that are coming in to lurk. I'm happy that you do. You're in the chewbucca bushes, which is good. I hope he's treating you well up there. And hello to anyone who comes in and chats with me or that they want to. And hello to all the replay watchers. So, and I do have my next one started. So just need to put the orange with that one. And that way I will do that next. Oops. Next, so which is good. So I like keeping myself busy. And hey, Tracy, how are you? She says, hi, Lisa. I made sure I texted you before I came on so you knew that I was going to go live. So, and then Nightbot saying, hello, Tracy. Thank you for hanging out with me today. How are you? I am good. How are you? I've had a busy day, as always. And whatnot. And now it's time to sit down and relax. How are you? We seem to be missing each other the last few days. I have missed you not being in, but when you need sleep, you need sleep. So I'm glad that you've been catching up on some sleep and everything. And when does your man go for his physical and screening and everything? I'm here, yay! When does he do the rest of his thing for his work? It's so glad that he's got it. Yay! I'm so happy for both of you. I really, really am. It gives you one step closer to being closer to the girls. Crocheting tonight? Yes, I am crocheting tonight. I'm finishing off my this blanket soon. I frogged it twice the other night. I think it was one night you weren't in, Tracy, that I think Chris was in and I had to frog it twice. It's almost 4 a.m. there and it's almost 7 p.m. here. Chris was in and I frogged it, and then no sooner had I finished that live that we sat on my bed to watch. I think it was the second season of Ghost Town, Ghost of Shepherd's Town, and then I had to frog it again. So I thought, well, I'm not going to bed until this is all put together. He has to go and see them tomorrow. Oh, okay, cool. Be Friday night my time, but yeah, Friday during the day for your time. I'll be there, up there one way or another. Oh no, you're going to be up there one way or another. I just wish it was now, because then that way you're going to be there. I can't wait for them. The day you move up there, he's saying it's maybe 4 months. 4 months. I disagree. Okay. Yeah, no. I would be disagreeing too, because it can't be 4 months. You will need to be there before 4 months. I'm sorry, but you've got to be there within 4 weeks, not months. Because you really want to be up there with everybody. Oh, man, 4 months. That's all. That's just too long to wait. That'll be what, June, July, August, September? No, you want to be there by June, not September, love. I agree with you. I disagree with what he says. 4 months is just way too long. Way too long to be away from those girls and away from your man for too long. You want to be there before. Before he comes to get us now, all of a sudden his truck has issues. Oh, of course. Man, of course that would happen. His truck has issues when he's got to come get. So you're packing everything up to move up there, and now his truck has issues. Of course that would happen. Do you have anyone else that can help you move your stuff to where your man is so his truck can be fixed in Missouri? So then that way, yeah, you're not being stuck. It may be August, at least I'll be there for the holidays. Well, that's true. But then your man does need his truck. But that's going to be ages. Well, at least I can keep you company for the next 4 months. Even though I'm in a different continent. But still. I'll be here for the next 4 months. And we can get through this together. So that's what I think. We'll get through this. You and me. I can drive the damn U-Haul by myself. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's what's going to have to happen. I drove it down here. Okay, well then you can drive it back there. But then still, same. I can still keep you company. Even when you're driving, you can just put me on and I'll try and talk for ages. To whatever time of the morning or night, I'll try and do as many lives as I can. I like trying to keep people company. I was thinking, I agree. Thank you, Lisa. No worries whatsoever. I have faith in what you can do. Plus, you'll have your son with you, which will keep you company too. I mean, I don't know if he knows how to drive, but at least you can take it in turns. Exactly, LOL. Well, you and I we're in this for the long haul. We are in for it for the long haul. I was thinking maybe one night or one day, I'm not sure which one, that I might do a like a silent live, put the computer so it's like this, play some music, and you can just watch me crochet. I thought I might do a half an hour one like that. Just the music playing, and you can just watch me crochet away, doing what I love doing best. Because I think that'd be nice to do that, sort of thing, and see how that goes. Maybe throw one of them a silent live in every so often. And that can still keep people company while I'm crocheting. They're crocheting, but they're hearing nice, soft music with a bit of luck, sort of thing. No, he doesn't drive yet, but that was because of the Louisiana laws. Oh, okay. So Louisiana laws state that he's got to be 18 to drive. Is that why? I was only just asking because I know you said your niece can drive at 16, but he keeps me company. That is true. That is one bonus. At least he's there to keep his mum company, which is good. Which is very, very good. I'm glad that he does that with you. It's nice to have someone in the car with you. I'm sure I can find help to load a U-Haul. I reckon you would find help. Do you have neighbours that could help you pack it up? Or do you have any brother-in-laws or sister-in-laws that live close to you? Most neighbours would, if you ask them nice enough, might be able to do it for you. Sort of thing. Maybe. I know I'd help you if I lived closer. Sort of thing. Help you pack your car up or your U-Haul truck up. No, he had to take a stupid class he didn't want to take, so he can't drive yet. Oh, okay. Well, once he's back in Missouri, he should be right. He'll be able to drive then, I hope. Once he's back in Missouri. I mean, stupid classes. Why do they need to take stupid classes for? It's bad enough taking the classes that he's doing as it is without taking a stupid one. The poor thing. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? How's things? Did you go after those tulip hooks? I forgot to look on Amazon last night. You just reminded me. Thank you, Chrissy. I was going to go on and have a look on Amazon again about your tulip hooks. No, but for a 30 pack of beer, I bet I could get the neighbours to help. LOL. I reckon you probably would if you offered them a 30 pack beer. Hi, Chris said, Tracy, what's in your cup? Please remember to hydrate. Don't forget to dehydrate. Thank you, Tracy, for hanging out with me today. I reckon for a 30 pack of cans, you would definitely get somebody to help you. Because where there's beer involved, they will be there. Anything for free, somebody will be there to help you pack that truck. And they'll get that truck in there real quick, so then that way they get their beer. So, yeah. Chrissy, did you end up buying yourself the tulip hooks? I did not. I figured I needed to save money. Well, that's fair enough. Maybe while you're saving your money up, save up enough money, then that way you might be able to buy yourself a couple packets. Maybe. Well, it was nice to. I'm actually going to look into them more. I want to have another look at them because I think they'd be good to have. But I'm going, like I said, I'm going to have a look on Amazon and see what they got, sort of thing. They are young country boys in their 20s and 30s. Well, young country boys in 20s and 30s will like a free slab of 30 pack beer. And if there's quite a few of them, they'll have that van packed in, I reckon, half an hour because they want to sit down, kick the boots off, and drink some beer that they earned for nothing. So you just never know, Tracy, to who might help you. And like you say, when you mention a 30 pack of can of beer that they're not paying for, they'll be the first ones lining up at the door. Well, that's what I think. Not everyone would agree with me. I would imagine that if someone was going to offer me a 30 pack cans of beer, not that I drink it, I would definitely be there to help put things in perspective. Eden's laughing at me, Tracy, because you're offering a 30 pack of beer.
Oh, God.
For someone to fill up the U-Haul trailer.
Oh, yeah.
When she goes back to Missouri.
I'll do it for a 30 pack of vodka.
No, there you go. 30 pack of vodka, Eden said,
vodka,
Tracy.
Bourbon.
Bourbon? So there you go. Eden will do it for a Good morning, Lisa said, and Tracy said to me, well, see, Eden said she'll do it for bourbon. See, notice how she came out of her bedroom to come in and hear what you just said. How was your neighbours today?
They yelled.
They did yell this morning, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were yelling this morning, punching.
When you were out.
After you came home and I went out.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Eden said they were yelling when I had to go to the library and she was home. But yeah. So other than that, they're quiet at the moment. I know when I looked out my bedroom window, Tracy, I can see in their kitchen. He was washing dishes. So maybe he's up for a punching match later. I'm watching for now, says Timmy. Oh, that's good, Timmy. Thank you for watching.
Good night, everyone.
Hi, Timmy. Just finished up my show. I said, Timmy, oh, for sure, Missouri, heck, just some beer. Yes. Eden said, good night to you all. She's going off to bed. Exactly. I would help for the whiskey. Yeah, I'll go for Southern Coke. So what is it? Southern Coke and Southern Comfort and Coke. Night. I'll see you in the morning. Sweet dreams. Exactly, Timmy said, Tracy. So, hey, I would too. And I'd make sure I was up the other end. Hope to God. A good night, Eden, said Tracy. Eden? Oh, all right. I'll tell her later that you said good night. I don't know whether she's gone into her room because I didn't hear her shut the door, but yeah. But they were yelling earlier, Tracy, Eden said, so she had the doctors this morning and a social worker went with her. Then I had to go to the library because I wanted 2 patterns printed off. So Lara said, get the link, email it to yourself, and then when we get to the library, we will do it. So Eden said they were yelling there. A bottle of Jack with Coke once it's all done. Yeah, you probably could do that. That would be good, wouldn't it? So we're not talking about food, we're talking about alcohol. Oh, cool. I do love a Southern Comfort and Coke, especially when I have a meal at a pub and knowing I'm going to sleep the night. I'm going to sleep in one of their hotel rooms. Well, then, yes, I will have one with my meal. But other than that, I don't drink. I like Jack or Jim. Yeah, Eden used to like Jack and Jim. But I don't think she does now. I don't agree to me, said Tracy. Yeah. But yeah. Or even, I'll even do it for just a Coca-Cola, no sugar. A slab of that. Or Pepsi. In that way, I can walk a straight line instead of a crooked line. But yeah, OMG, I'm one away from 900. Yeah, let's hope you get it. I'm losing family members. I've lost 7 already. 7 family members I've lost. I can't have it like it's too much. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I can't wait to get, you get to 900, Timmy. That'll be good. And then you're only 100 away of 1,000 family members. Like I said, I've lost 7. Oh, great, Timmy, said Tracy. That is great. That's great news that you're 1 away. If I had a second account, I would be that one person that you were away, but I only got. It's bad enough trying to juggle 1. Yeah, OMG, gosh, yes. Well, you never know who might come in and who's probably not friends with you yet. Be right back, says to me. No worries. Don't know if Christine is friends with you. She might be. I'm not sure. But I'll drop Timmy's link just in case for those who aren't friends with her. So in that way you can become friends with her. And that way if anybody wants to come friends with Timmy, there you go. It may be YouTube punch list. Yeah, I think that's probably YouTube's does play up a fair bit, Tracy. Yes, I do agree. Because before, when I've lost, say, 3, I've gained those 3 have come back, but I've noticed I've lost 7. So it could be that YouTube purge. It could be, and if they're doing vacuum cleaning, housekeeping, maybe that could be it too. Might have been ones that have probably have come friends and haven't watched any of my videos to stick as a family member. So that could be it too. So yeah, I'm already subbed to Timmy. Says Trace. Oh, that's good, Trace. I'm just putting it down in case anybody else that's coming that's new, that's not friends with Timmy. It's nice to get her up and going to 900 people, because I think pretty much Timmy and I, we probably follow the same circle of friends. I was sharing you out. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Timmy. My watch hours are slowly climbing. That's the issue. I was so, I was only a little bit off 3,000 watch hours, and then it went right down to well under, right back to 1,500 watch hours I went. So now I'm trying to get them slowly crawling back up. But I know I'm not for everybody. I know that. And I know everybody has their favourite channels to go and visit. At least I'm trying to, yeah. That's okay, Timmy. That's alright. But I'm not like one of these big channels that, oh, a lot of the channels that always, come to my channel, listen to what yarn I got, and this is what I'm doing with it. And then I'm going to have a giveaway because I've got too many. Yeah, I'm not into that. I'd rather show you what I am doing and what yarn that I got, but I'm not into to giveaways just to get people watching. So you just get what you get out of me, and that is I'm happy doing what I'm doing that I like doing. Talking away, talking about food, movies, what yarn we got, what we're doing with the yarn, what I'm making. And yes, I do frog. Yes, I do make mistakes. So, and thank you very much, Tracy. Timmy's saying that how you have sub to her. Yeah, I do make mistakes with my work, and I'd like you guys to know how many watch hours do you need to get to be monetized. I have to get the 4,000. I've got to get full 4,000. Being in Australia, we've got to get the full 4,000, and I'm only at 1,961. I think I what last looked, but I just want to hit I just want to hit the 4,000 mark to know that I can get there. And I know that I've put in the hard work to get there. And probably, more or less probably do what is it, the super stickers and super chat, and maybe a membership, do the membership sort of thing. Maybe I haven't worked that bit out, but I just want to try and get to the 4,000 watch hours. That's all that that I would like to do. I mean, I've got the family members. That's no problems there, but I just want to get my channel to the 4,000 watch hours sort of thing. But if I get there, I get there. If I don't, well, I look at it's no skin off my nose. I didn't know yet. Didn't know that yet. Yeah. So I've got to try and get to the 4K watch hours, or is it the 10 million short or something? You'll get there. Yeah, and I'll get there. Hey, no rush. I just like hanging out with my friends while I'm crocheting and showing you what I do and where I go and bus rides. And I'm at 206, so does people in the US need 4,000? Timmy, I know at one to start off with, the US were the same as me, but I do know whoever owns YouTube had changed it. So I'm pretty sure if you got to, was it 500 people? No, if you got to 3,000, if you got to, is it 1,000 family members? And was it 500 watch hours? Or 3,000? I know you were, and you got half monetized. Like, I need to get started. Love, hugs, God bless. That's okay, Timmy. You go and get started on your one. But yeah, look into it, Timmy, because I'm sure you can get part monetized earlier than what I can. I think it's either 500 watch hours or 3,000 watch hours, but I know it was less than what I had to get. So that's why yeah, it takes us longer to get there. So, but we do get there eventually. It all takes time. That's why I try and put out some videos of where I've been for lunch, take photos, and then, bus rides that I've been on. I'll do some bus rides and whatnot. And that's why I show you what yarn I got and explain where I get it from. And then I do the rant and rave. That's a new episode on my channel that Eden and we both tell you about our rant and rave on whatever the subject is and what's not. So yeah, which is going okay by looking at it, so sort of thing. But yeah, it's going quite well, the rant and rave. I think we're up to episode 8 next time when we do. I think it's episode 8 next time when we do one. So, which is going quite well, and then we probably might even introduce another segment and try and get that going, longer, talk about different things longer. But the rant and rave is just, us telling you what. We'll take the movies, for instance, what movies we don't like and what movies we do like, and we'll talk about it, and, and the same with TV shows, fruit and veggies we've done, things that, that we want to rant and rave about. It's only just our opinion. We rant and wave about men, LMAO. Hey, yep, rant and rave about men too. We can do that too. Man, there's a lot of things that we can say ranting about them that they think is, but us women, we're good at ranting and raving, aren't we? We're pretty good. We certainly tell people what we think. And then some people think, oh, we should have kept our mouth shut. Now she's done. But, yeah. So that's why I sort of started the rant and rave, because I wanted to let guys know what I think about things. And, rant about it and then rave about the ones that I do think. So, exactly as said Tracy, hey, I'm all in for ranting and raving. I can exactly do that. What am I doing? Put one more in here and then I can go to the next cluster. Putting 2 in one cluster instead of 3. But yeah, no, we're pretty good at doing that, and Ed and I are having a lot of fun in doing it, so we like it. We like doing it. But maybe one day we might do it outside. A rant and rave outside, maybe. Sort of thing, for a change. And whatnot. Maybe one of the subjects could be rant and rave about Punch and Judy. Punch and Judy neighbours. Sort of thing. Geez, that would definitely get good ratings, hopefully. With a bit of luck. But we'll see what happens. Because you just never know what Eden and I would get up to. I mean, it's cool. He still wants us up there. I can barely walk some days, and he expects me to clean the entire house in one day. What's he going to do when I have knee surgery? Well, he's going to have to do it himself. And then he's going to know what it's like to do a woman's job. A bit like men saying that women that give labour, it's easy until they go and get the things put on them. And then they wear those patch things that show them each stages of pregnancy that they're thinking, oh, there's nothing to it until they get so far up, and then they realise, oh yeah, it's not as easy as what I thought. But you know what? He's I mean, it's good that he still wants you up there, but he's going to have to realise when you have knee surgery, he's going to have to help you out. But he didn't want to pay the $1,100 for the rent. But I'm not living in trash. Hey, I don't blame you. I can see where he's coming from, $1,100 a month. But then I don't blame you either, because you don't want a trashy house. You want a house that's livable and decent and, nice to live in. You're a woman. We deserve these things, you know. Funny thing is, he will help his dad, but not me. Oh, come on. He's got to help the missus. I don't get it. I don't get it either. Why are they always so quick off the mark that as soon as dad rings them, they need help with something, they're in the car and bang, off they go. But when it comes to their partners, yeah, I haven't got time today to do. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. Oh, sorry, love. I'll have to do it next week. Come on, guys. How hard is it just to do one thing for your partners? Everything that we've got to do for you: clean up after you, cook dinner for you, wash your clothes, get your clothes dried, go to groceries to make sure that you get to eat, cook. And then by the time we get to bed, we're exhausted, and we've got to do the same thing all over again the next day. That's the cheapest rent you're going to get in that area. Oh, okay. Well, he's going to have to pay $1,100 a month. Or, I mean, once you start getting, there's a 900 trailer that's simply trash. Hey, you don't want to go into a trash. No, you tell him. My friend in Aussie land said no to trash trailers. It's got to be a decent house or a decent trailer to live in, not a trashy one. I mean, yeah, I know you can make it your own, but it's got to be nice before you even move into it. I mean, come on. I'd like a nice, decent house to move into, something better than what I'm in. But yes, I know I've got a roof over my head, but I want one that is really, really decent and away from Punch and Judy, where I've got no neighbours either side of me. Just me, the girls, talking to you guys, and crocheting. That's all I want. That's all I want. Something that's not fancy, but nice. Nice that's livable. And one that's got a shower that's just a shower where we don't have to stand in the bathtub. I'd rather stand in a proper shower than in a bathtub. Because that's what makes it nice. So, well, I'm going to close my door now. Now that Laura's out of the shower, I'm going downstairs. All right, I'll be back. I'll do this one and I'll be back. I'll be back, guys. Now that's my door closed, and now we can talk more. I agree, said Tracy. Yeah, well, it's got to have a decent house to live in, which is, the men expect to have a clean house, like you say, a clean house and a clean this and a clean that. Well, you've got to get me a decent house. least one good thing is I can have my headphones off for the minute. Unless, of course, next door decides to start yelling. But we'll see how we go. Move a little bit, that's better. And tonight I've got he's never home, so it doesn't bother him, but I'm home all day, so I can be decent. So I can be decent house. You know what? If he's not, especially if he's not home during the day, well, why can't you have a decent house? But then if he's going to do overnight work and then come home and go to bed, well, really, he's not going to be awake long enough to see how clean or dirty the house is because he's going to need to sleep. So I'm drinking my Coke, sugar, zero sugar, not sponsored, but Coca-Cola and Pepsi. You need someone. I'm your man. Or woman to taste your drinks. And I do have a Nutri-Grain. And I do like my Nutri-Grain. But if he's never home, well, you deserve to have a clean house. A nice clean house. Why shouldn't you? I mean, and all women should be pampered or taken out for dinner once in a while. With everything that they do, and that we always do, sort of thing, but it happens. But what can we do? We can't change them. And like they say, the leopard can't change its spots. Some men do clean the house, but sometimes it's not up to our standards, but at least some of them do clean. Not often. And it's hard to snag the good ones where they do help around with the cleaning and cooking. But eventually we get there. So, which is good. Sort of thing. Which is quite often good, so. And I'm not sure how many neon pinks I used. I've got 3 in there, and I'm sure I used 4. I have no idea. I've got my ball bands behind me that I need to put in the my box to add up for the next round of ball bands I've used. That I will. He'll be working Sunday through Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, he is at home. So when he's at home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, he could be helping you clean and helping out and around the garden, like mowing the lawns, help pull some weeds out. Let's plant a nice garden so we've got pretty flowers to go in the vase inside on the kitchen table when we have a nice romantic dinner. Very nice house doesn't need to be spotless, just picked up. True. I mean, like you say, when you have a shower, well, put your dirty clothes and your wet towels and that in the dirty clothes basket. When you go to the toilet and you're a man, pick up both toilet seats and make sure you aim for the bowl. And a little bit of sweeping doesn't help, doesn't hurt either, I should say. And maybe every now and again, if say I wash, you dry. Next time around, you wash and I'll dry and put them away. In that way, you both get to sit down and enjoy the company together instead of just the one person doing everything. Like you say, it doesn't have to be spotless, but just enough so you're not falling over anything or not stepping on something. Just so then, whoops, sort of thing. I totally agree with you, Tracy. It doesn't have to be spotless, just as long as things get picked up. Or put the milk away when you're finished with it, so it doesn't curdle. Or, can you help me make sandwiches for once or something? It's nice to be able to have that help to be able to do things. Sort of thing, maybe. Well, that's what I've got to do. Nightbot's asking what's in your cup, and please remember to hydrate. Get some more bread out too, or otherwise, more bread out of the freezer. Otherwise, we'll be not having anything. Oh, we will. I'll get to do it later. It's not a biggie. I can do it later. Maybe before see if Lara has toast later, well then I'm going to have to get it out. So yeah, sort of thing. But yeah, what the Nightbot's asking us again what's in our cup, and please remember to hydrate. Don't forget to dehydrate too, guys, which is what I'll do once my live is finished. Sort of thing. And then after this, I've got 2 more rows left. It's getting there. At least once I finish with the live, I can sit on the bed where it's nice and cozy and watch shows. I found a 2-bedroom, 2-bath duplex with a 2-car garage until I want to put my stuff in the garage so I can go through it and put my yarn in totes so I can keep it all. And how much was that one? How much was that one a month? Because, like you say, that'd be good for you. 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms, and 2-car garage. That would be good for you to get that one. And then put everything in the garage and go through it and put it, do what you need to do. And then, later on, because we know, all children don't stay at home forever. And, when your son gets into doing what he's doing, he might, wants to do $12.95. Okay. Is that good for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom duplex? Or is that expensive? I don't know what they charge for us to have something like that. I never actually looked, to tell you the truth. Well, it probably works out to about, almost $300 a week. 3, 6, 9, 12, about $315 a week. Well, it's not too bad, I suppose. If I was working, my son was in college, I would swing it. I could swing it myself. Oh yeah, of course, because your son could stay at the college, can't he? And when does he go off to college? Next year, you said. Oh, that's the only problem, isn't it? You've got to wait till next year. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm up to my 5th row now. One more after this, and then the black. That's the only problem when you've got to wait for your son to go off to college. So what do you need? A 3-bedroom at the moment while you got him there. I'll graduate. Yeah, that's right. You graduate in August. But yeah, because then once you graduate on August 23rd, then you can start working. That'll bring in extra money for you and do what you need to do. He can go to college and live at home. Oh, okay. So in that way, he's not living in the college dorms. Okay. Because I know some of them do live at the college dorms and just come home when it's school holidays. So he chooses to stay at home when he goes to college and just go backwards and forwards, which is good. I mean, that's good for him. He'll figure out he can just stop being a butt. We'll figure it out. Of course, you'll figure it out. I mean, he's got a little while to go. But we need to get you past when you graduate first, which is good. It's not that far away. I mean, we are May 14th, so August isn't that far away. But the way the year's going, August will come and go before we even know it. So, which I'm not looking forward to this year going by so quick. So, but we'll get there. Yes, as long as we live in Carthage, the schools is very close. Oh, cool. So walking distance close, or you just have to get the bus down a few bus stops? Because at least as you're saying, at least the bus stops, at least the schools are close. I mean, like you say, even if he's, but if you're living in the other little suburb in Missouri, are the schools far away from where you would like to live, or you want to be in Carthage? Because with your daughter and two granddaughters, no buses there. Oh, okay. So you've got to have a car, or you've got to have a bike, or you've got to walk. Okay. So no bus. That's probably why he can drive. Okay. So when he goes back to Missouri, he can drive. So he can drive himself to school. Okay, even better. I like that idea. Well, son, you can drive yourself to school today. I'm not driving you. So then that way you can get there yourself. That rowdy motorbike's back again. Back to causing trouble with Punch and Judy, I can imagine. Which is what he's been doing the last few nights. He's really a pain. But at least once you're back there, at least he's closer to schools, as you say. And it takes a little bit of, ease off you. And that way you can sit and relax more and do more of your home, as you say, you'll be graduating, so you'll be able to do more of your work. You'll be able to get a learner's permit, then we'll go from there. Okay. So once you're back at Missouri, learner's permit, then he'll go for his driving test, and then voila, he'll be driving everywhere. He'll be driving you around. He'll say, come on, Mum, in the car, let's go for a drive somewhere. And I'm driving and not you. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be so nice to see that, if he does that. And when he gets his learners, at least he can get his hours up with using. Does with your Tracy? I know with our learners, when they learn how to drive, they've got to have a fully licensed driver in the car with them, right up until they're ready to go for their P plates. And if you run red P plates, you're on that for 12 months. Green P plates for 3 years. So you're on your P's for 4 years here. But do you have to sit beside him when he's driving with his learner's permit, or and do you have P plates? Do they go on P plates? My girls are in cartridge, but I'm okay anywhere as long as we are not a long way from Coda's school. Oh, that'd be good. I hope you get close to his school. So that'd be good to be in where the girls are at Cartridge. And then, as you say, as long as we're not a long way from his school, would even be better. Well, let's just hope that you get somewhere close for him. And you will. You will. I know you will. You'll get very close. Because I know, if I know you, you don't want to be too far away from his school. So, we were never far away from school when we were kids. Yes, that's how Missouri is. They have so many hours with permits, then we get a regular and get driver's license. Okay. Okay, so that's good. So many hours that they got to do it, and then a permit then goes to regular driver license. Oh, beautiful. Well, once he's back in Missouri, at least that way he can do that, and then. Geez, I like how our rules are so different from one another. It's amazing on how the rules are so different from each other. You can get your learner's permit here at 16, but you can't go for your driver's license till you're 18. And you've got to do, if you're under the age of 21, you've got to do a lot of driving lessons in all types of weather. Rain, shine, hail, thunder, lightning, snow, the works, nighttime, daytime. So there was a whole plan was to live in Cartridge. Now his dad wants to live in a slum trailer park, and I refuse. Hey, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for not wanting to live in a slum trailer park. Because you're living in a trailer park now. You don't want to be living in another one. I don't blame you. I really, really don't blame you. Because one trailer park's bad enough without going into another one. You know, you've got to do what you need to do. You want something that's better than a trailer park for your son. And your man needs to know that. Has your man always lived in a trailer park? Or it's only since, now? Your trailer parks are our caravan parks. But I don't blame you for refusing to want to live in a trailer park again. Don't blame you. It's not for everybody. And once you've been on one, you've been in one. Hey, Lisa and Tracy, have a lovely stream. I'm off to have me snakes and pasta and gravy for tea again. Hello, Groundhog's Day over here. LOL. Ha ha. Hey, waffles. Snakes and pasta again. Woohoo. Yummy. And you're having gravy. Hey, You could have had tomato sauce last night, but you wanted gravy. I'm glad that you enjoy your snacks and pasta. You enjoy that, and Groundhog Day's over here, lol. But that's okay. I'm glad that you got the chance to pop in for a little bit, for a few minutes. I do appreciate everybody that comes in. Hey, Waffles said, Tracy, I like my snacks well done, cooked well done, where it's not booing, marring at me or anything else. Oh no, it's got to be cooked well done, and it's delicious. LOL. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Waffles. You've got to enjoy your snacks and pasta and gravy. And if that's one food that you like eating, well, why not? Don't blame you. Don't blame you whatsoever. You're welcome, Lisa. Thank you. I'm just glad to see all my friends that come in and spend a little bit of time with me. I do appreciate that. It is really, really good that everyone comes in and spends a bit of time, even if it is only 5 minutes. 5 minutes is better than nothing, is how I look at it. So, um, he never had a great home life, Lisa. He was travelling with the carnival at 14 or 15. Oh, okay. So that's why he's so used to the trailer park. So that's why he likes the trailer park. He's so cool. Mum kicked him out of the house. And at 14, what right would a mother be doing something like that? Come on, he's 14 years old. For God's sake, any wonder he ends up in a carnival. Well, I'm on a budget, as we all know these days. However, oh we're all tightening our belts through the budget here in Australia that they gave the other night. So every penny that we've got to try and save. And now that our supermarket stores, Coles, has been fined a lot of money for saying that prices are down, 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 when they're not really down at all. So, but yeah, we have to watch every single penny, don't we, Waffles? I mean, which is not good, but pasta makes a good meal, even if you've got to have it a couple nights a week. Well, if you've got to, you've got to, because we all know that's good for people that are watching their pennies. Let's just say she was a real piece of work. Yeah, she sounds a real piece of work. I wonder if she was kicked out of home at 14 and going to work at a carnival. See how she likes it. I have to save my pennies as well. Yes, Tracy, we're all like that. Sure do, said Waffles. Hey, but pasta's cheap enough to buy at the moment, so why not get it? And if you've got to have it a couple nights a week, at least it's something in the belly till the next day. There goes that noisy motorbike again. But if you've got to do it, you've got to do it. What can you do? Sometimes I look at it, if all I've got in my cupboard is cereal, milk and bread, and something, a spread to put on the bread, well, I can make a meal out of that. Because sometimes that's what you've got to do. When you've got to do it, you've got to do it, don't you? And thank God for, especially for you, Tracy, in the US, when your yarn shop has good sales on yarn, you can pick it up really, really cheap. Where I go and get my yarn, especially the one I'm doing the blankets with, it's not, you get a sale, but it's not a big chunk of sale, but at least I can get what I need to get. So But I had found another place where I can get it from. So at $2, I go with that if it means my son gets what he needs. But my son always insists that I eat with him. You know what, Tracy? I think that's a lot of us parents, especially, I rather go without so my girls can eat. But then I think that stems back. My mum was one of 7, so of course, going back when she was born, money was really tight, and you went to school with things that you didn't like eating and whatnot. So, as she said, if you got bread and a spread to put on there, that makes a meal. If you got cereal, well, that's what I've got to do and eat cereal for tea. Well, I can eat cereal for tea because I've always got plenty of it in the cupboard. Always got plenty of bread. Always got peanut butter, Vegemite. So we do what we do, sort of thing. But, you got to do what we've got to do these days to survive. That's how I look at it. I agree, said Tracy. Yeah. And, and then listening to you talk about your partner, how he was treated when he was a child, and you wonder is the way that he is now, not having that mother figure in his life. It's sort of, makes you stop and think, doesn't it? Sort of thing. Sounds like someone's yelling, but further down, I think. But sometimes, some of us don't have 2 pennies to rub together. And we've got to try and make money somehow. And even then, it doesn't even last. Sort of thing, but we managed to get there. And thank God that we're friends on YouTube and we can be here together, support each other, sort of thing. Which is good. I'm glad that I've made some really, really good friends on here. I might give my hands just a bit of a rest for a minute so I can eat my Nutrigrain bar. You gotta have it. Tracy said, I agree, but if I was you, I'd want more for my own kids. That's true. Very true. And you would think that's what he would want, wouldn't you? Instead of, raising a child in a trailer park. Why can't you raise a young man in a proper house, like a duplex, like you said before? Somewhere a little bit more stable in his life than a trailer park. It just seems like he doesn't really want the best for his son. I would rather try and make the best to what I can. But I suppose that's what I like about women. We think about things that are so different to men. And we always do, don't we? We always think different to them. But that's how we are, aren't we? I know it feels a bit sweaty. It's probably because my fat has been on it. It's easy to dry it. Put the hairdryer on it and hair dry it and warm it up a little bit. But yeah, but no, I agree. You think he'd want a little bit more better than for his kids than the life he had. You would think. I suppose we all think different, don't we? But it'd be nice if we can just, like you say, when you've got children, you want the best for them. I just need to get this out here, and don't know what it is, but it's there. Had had a crumb on my keyboard. It's no longer there. No, but I agree. You think you want more for the kids. Because the thing is, you've been there, you know what it's like to live that way, but you would think you don't want it for your own child. I don't mind living in a trailer, but it needs to have air and be decent, not trash. Yep. And you've got to be able to have the, place where you can actually open up and let air come through. And as you say, it needs to be decent. And some trailer parks aren't like that. They're not decent whatsoever. I mean, like you say, you don't mind living in one. I should say, as long as it has, the air and is decent. In a place where, able to have a nice front door open or a back door so some breeze can come in through the house. But men don't understand this. They don't understand it if they're not being taught at a young age. But when they're being kicked out, how they learn about this. That's what I don't understand. No. It's this sort of thing, But what can we do? Oh, we're up to on Hollywood Graveyard. Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca. I love Chewbacca. He is my favorite. But that's what happens, isn't it? I mean, what can we do? I'm going to add a little bit of cream on my leg. I haven't done it as yet. But I'll do it now, so then that way at least it gives it a bit of moisture. But I don't blame you, Tracy. You want somewhere it's nice and reliable and decent and everything like that. But, But I know you'll eventually find something that is worth not been trash. And if I know you, you will. Well, I have decided he can help pay the bills down here, and I will get me and my son a home. Well, I have decided he will help pay the bills down here, and I will get me and my son a home. Well, that's a good idea. Get one for you and your son, and then if he wants to come and live with you, well, you got to respect what I want. I don't blame him. Yeah, tell him. Well, if you want me to live here, you pay the bills, and I'll find me and the son a better home than what there is, than what we got. It's got to work somehow, and he's got to understand this, that you just want a better home. No, but stop asking us what's in our cup. We've already told you. I'm not going to keep telling you. I've got Coca-Cola Zero, sugar, and water, but in 2 separate cups. Well, 2 separate bottles, I should say. But yeah. All right, now that's rubbed into my eggs, which is good. So he also said that I wouldn't be able to get work because I haven't worked in 20 years. He didn't get these. Well, you know what, Tracy, you'll get work because with what you're trying to do, it means, you know, what you're graduating from, people need that sort of thing. But the thing is, he's got to realize you probably haven't worked because you have got a son to raise as well. So, and if you're waiting on getting surgery done on your knees and everything, well, you know, he's got to understand this. Things weren't, like you say, you should tell him, well, Rome wasn't built in a day, neither were the pyramids. So, that's sort of how I would look at it. But you do get some men that think they know everything, but they really don't know a lot. Yes, you understand that you had a rough life, but you know that's behind you now. We work together as a team and work together of you know, helping each other out, sort of thing. If she wouldn't get it. No, he wouldn't get it. He wouldn't know what that, sort of thing is like. Maybe when you stop paying your share of the bills and this and that, and say to him, well, you can do all this and we'll live off you, and then let him work out for himself to how hard it is. And then he's going to realize that you should be grateful that you are there to help him. And then to sort of make, support him. And you can support me. And, and yes, I will get a job. Probably not at first, but I will get one. To where you need to support people. Sort of thing. So I shall get going soon. And whatnot. I'm eating my Nutrigrain with a bit of chocolate on the bottom. I do like eating these. They are nice. I got one more to eat because I brought 3 up. I've already eaten one before my life. And now I'm eating this one. I got one more there. I do have more in the cupboard. I did buy a few. It comes in like a slab, really. Also, say, I'm eating my breakfast cereal over night time at 8:05 p.m. on a Thursday night. Which is nice. I enjoy it. Yum. It's nice when you've got a bit of chocolate on the bottom. I'll probably chew real loud too. Which is always the way. I always chew loud. I can't help. Yum. It is yum. It's very yummy. Oh, that's that one finished. It's made from Kellogg's. But we can buy them in a pack of 5 or a pack of 15. So I'll show you the proper one. They're made with corn, oats, and wheat. And bar made with mini bolts of clover, corn, oats, wheat, rice, and layer of chocolate. Contains gluten, wheat, milk, soy. May contain peanuts, tree nuts. Please dispose of wrapper thoroughly. Not for sale of individual sales. So you've got to buy these in a packet. It looks good. It does look good. So you've got to buy these in a pack of 5 or pack of 15 here. But I like them. And it's telling you to dispose of the paper properly, which is what I do. So I fold it in half like so. And then I use a bit of sticky tape, my cellophane tape, and then it goes straight in the bin. No one in my house is allergic to nuts, so we're fine. But just in case somebody else it is, I make sure I wrap it up like so. And then in my bin, and then that way no one else gets it. So that's better. But I will have my other one though. But I will open it up so it's ready for when I need to have it. And it is good. It's yummy. I don't know if you guys can get these in the States or not. I'm not sure. But they are something nice to eat until breakfast time tomorrow. When I get up and have breakfast. Sort of thing. But I do like nibbling on them. They are nice. But I will stop. So in that way I can finish talking to you guys. And then have more yum. But you can't just stop. That is the problem. But I'm going to have to so I can say goodbye to you guys. Hang on. I'll have to go down and get some more. They are nice. How many girls do you have? I have 2. Eden, that you often see in the background, who said goodnight to you all. She's my baby. And then there's Lara. You don't see that often. You might see Lara if I'm lucky enough, take some pictures when I'm out and about with her. But you don't see her as much as you do Eden. And Eden puts a lot of videos on her channel. Lara's got one, but she doesn't have nothing on there. She just watches YouTube. So I got the 2. And Lara's the oldest by a year and 12 days. Lara's birthday's first. And then mine. And then Eden's. So, and Eden will be 33 this year at the 26th of June. And Lara will be 34 on June 14th. So, it's easy to have both girls living at home because it's cheaper for them. Too expensive to live out there on your own. You know, we rent, light, gas, food, and train, making sure you got bus fare. Because we've got to use bus tickets. You got to put money on a card and use it. So, yeah. So it's just better than being here at home with me. So that way they can try and save money. But how do you do that sort of thing? But yeah, it is nice sort of thing. Well, I should get going so I can finish my bar. Sammy just turned 37 and Heather is 42. Well, Sammy's only 3 years older than Lara. Awesome. And Heather is 42. But the girls too have half siblings. The older one out of them all, the 3 half siblings, the older daughter, she is 45 this year. The next one is 43. And then the boy will turn 39. No, he'll turn 40, something like that. I don't know. But I just know they've got older siblings. So, but they grow up too old. Okay, dear. Yeah, I thought I'd better get going soon that way. I've got a few more things to do. Oh, well, I'm going to sit and watch a bit of TV, of course, but going to rest and relax. And then big day again tomorrow. And if I get too tired, well, I can lay on my bed like I have been the last few nights. Last night, the night before, I was really exhausted, so I turned everything off, the light and all, but left the TV on, laid on the bed and watched TV, and I dozed off to sleep. That's why I'm not sitting in my chair, because I might fall off and hurt myself. And I don't want that to happen. I'm going to get some sleep. Hey, I don't blame you, Tracy. You sat up waiting for me to come on live, which I do appreciate, because we missed each other the last few nights. But I am so grateful that you did stay up and you did come and spend time with me. I do appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate everyone that comes and the lurkers and everything like that. But Tracy, please go and get some sleep because it'd have to be at least 5 o'clock by now. Or nearly 5:30. So go and get some sleep, girlfriend. And we will catch up with you tomorrow. Probably about the same time. But Tracy, I'll text you when I'm going live. So that way you get to see me again. But I will text you this time. Heather and Sammy. I like those names. So, okay, guys. Well, I'll catch up with you tomorrow sometime. Probably same time, roughly. And we will catch up then. And you have okay, we'll do. I'll promise. Okay. Hey, I'll just text you. If you come, you come. Please don't stress if you can't make it. If you're asleep, please get some sleep. It's more important, sleep. But we will catch up sooner or later. I know we will. And we can keep messaging me. So if I don't message back straight away, it's just because I'm probably doing something. But as soon as I see a message, I will get back to you. And we'll chat